Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27th. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On the draw, here's Stroud. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Cousins on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Cousins again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing is Cousins. He gets it to Addison.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down and 1. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Cousins now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Down to about the 22 here. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, Cousins. That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Cousins to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Third and goal for Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a... Gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. And what do you hear over and over and over on Hail Marys, Charles? You've got to watch for the batted ball.
And all those years that I played, the proper teaching was go up and bat the ball down. Don't go up and try and catch it, because if you don't, you could actually be the one that deflects it in the air. I wonder if that's going to change a little bit. We're seeing so many deflections and big plays like this. I wonder if they're going to start telling, just go up and get the football, please.
But man, talk about a deflating way to lose a football game. It doesn't get any more gut-wrenching than that. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now This one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Cousins.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
70 Rangers, 18, 5 in.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ready up. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 60.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
On the jump. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 50, trap 50.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football in the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
Stroud looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too hard.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
70 Rangers, 70, 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Collins to throw on 3rd down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 51 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Lenny, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now left side on this swing pass. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers.
You're holding
what does that
4
mean?
fingers. That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here. And now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Cup 19, Cup 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Collins. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing is Collins from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
18, Pioneer, 65 catch, 65 catch. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Stroud. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Stroud looks to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
able to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man is Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And remember now, field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
Okay, ready?
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
18, 5 years.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again? If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Texans, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Set. Come on, set. Ready, go. Here we go, set. Hut, hut. Set. Hut, hut. On the double. Ready. Let's go now. Hut. Here we go. Ready. Okay, ready? On the set. Set, hut. Set, ready. Ready. Ready, ready. Down. Set, go. Set, hut. Hut, go. Ready, ready. Set. Ready, set, set. Ready, ready. Ready, go. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut. Let's go. Hut, hut. Come on, set. Ready. Here we go, set. Ready, ready. Ready. Hut. Set. Set, hut. Ready up. Ready.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first of three here on this Thanksgiving Day, set for a good one. The Packers and the Lions underway in Detroit. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Got ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Now Hooker. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 22. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You talk about this Lions defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Ultra. Go up, check, pitch. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Unfortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
He They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He was looking that time for Jameson Williams.
And it's third down.
Hey, look at this Packers defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. Always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.